Hi, today I'll be explaining Bezier curve program, animating a flag using a Bezier curve program, and we have to give an option with respect to menu. Means on click of selecting an option to for an animation, it should animate. If not, it should not. Example. Can you see it's animating it? On selecting the option 2. So in order to get that effect in the main function, let's begin with the main function. This is int main. So considering the argument vectors and parameters, I'm initializing this here, and I'm considering the display mode to be double because I need to buffer here in order to perform the background operation for the animation purpose, and I'm using glut RGB. No need to enable the depth test and all because we are not considering about the hidden surface removal and all. So glut double is enough. So in window position it is been fixed to 50-50, means so if this is my output window, among x50 and y50 it start displaying from here the output. Next window size is 600, that is the width and height, and I'm creating a window with the name Bezier curve, and I'm calling the init function. So what does this contains? First it clears the color buffer bit, and it is setting the background color to black, and switching to the projection mode. I'm loading the identity matrix, and I'm setting the view here with respect to left, right, top and bottom, and I'm switching back to the model view, so it alters the definitions of the object. Next, I'm registering display func with the name display fcn. So we'll see this later what it is actually. So before this we have we want a menu list. So I'm creating a menu list with the like glut create menu, the name menu. So glut, the entry should be flag with that animation and without animation. So I'm adding an entry, glut add menu entry. What is the entry? That should be in the double quotes. Flag without animation I should press 1, and glut menu entry flag with animation I should press 2. So this will be shown here the same. So this will be the first entry and this will be the second entry. 2 indicates this is the second entry. So whichever the option I take, so that acts accordingly. So this I should add it to the one of the button of the mouse. That could be left button, right button or middle button. I'm adding to the right button. Usually when I right click the mouse button, I'll get this option. This is how it is been even added to it. Means right click of the mouse button, these are the menu entries that is being given. In the same way, right click of the mouse button, glut attach menu to the right button of the mouse. What it attach? It attaches this menu. So which has these two options. Now let's go to the display func now, what it has. Before going to that, here glut create menu. So what it is? Void menu. So int option that is being provided by the system itself. So if whatever the option I take, if it is 1, I'll set the animation equals to 1. If it is 2, I'm setting the animation equals to 2. Means if at all, if I want an animation, I should go with the option 2. Means I'll be taking the which entry? Second entry. So if I take the second entry, means if I want an animation, I'll take the second entry. In that case, the option will be 2. So if the option is 2, the animation will be set to 2. We'll see how this can be used in the function now. I will go to the display function here. So come to the display function. We need 4 control points here. By default, we are taking 4 control points and Bezier curves to be 20. What is this? Assume I want a curve something like this to draw a flag. So this for blue points are nothing but the control points. So how many points are there? 4 points. So I can draw a curve like this. In order to draw a curve, in between I need infinite points, right? So rather than just taking the infinite points, I am just fixing it to 20 points. So between these among 4 main control points, I'll be drawing Bezier curve points that is of 20 so that I can join a line. I am taking a theta value which is of value 0. This is used for animation purpose. We'll see how it is. And initially we need to take 4 control points. So the control points are taken which is of type WC point 3D. So what is this? This is nothing but a class here. So the structure. So type def structure. A structure is being defined as word coordinates point 3D which has x, y as and z coordinates. So whenever I take a variable with respect to this struct, so it has internally these 3 variables. Coming back to the display function, now with respect to that structure, I am taking 4 control points, which are those 20, 100. Assume this could be 20, 100, 30, 120. Means x I am increasing and y am I increasing with respect to y positive direction. So this is my second point. Fine. Next x50. So x50 and y will be 90. Means I am moving down. Can you see this third blue point? It is been moved down. Next x. How about this? The last blue point. So this is x60. Y is 100. So I am defining this 4 control points. After defining this, so this is the part that defines the animation. What they are doing here actually is with respect to each control points of 1 means it selects this of x. So it selects 30. For that 30, it is adding some value. Again, control point 1 of y means it takes 100. For that, it is altering the value. Next, control point 2 of x means 0, 1, 2. So it takes 50 and to that it is adding value. Control point 2 of y. So this is 0, 1, 2, that is 90 and it is altering the value. So can you make an observation here? I am not taking control point of 0 means I am not touching this 20 and 100 because that remains fixed as it is. That remains as it is. That is the first blue point and the remaining points keeps altering. Fine. So just like a curve means, let's assume I have drawn a curve here. Something like this, considering the 4 control points. So I'll just retain the first point. I won't change it. Only the between points I'll vary. So what happens in that case? In that case, I won't be disturbing the control points of 0 of x and y, that is 20 and 100. Fine. So this is used for animation. You can add any value here, any function you can add it here. I am taking 10 multiplied by sine theta. Pi is nothing but 3.14 that is been defined in the earlier of the program. We'll see that later. And in between, can you see theta value? Theta plus 30. I'm doing this. So if at all, if I don't want an animation, by default theta, what was the theta value? It was 0. So what you'll get? The actual coordinates itself. So you'll get just a static flag. If I want an animation, means if I am taking animation equals 2. So what was the second option in the menu? So if means flag animation. So if that is the case, I'll be changing the theta value. So when this display function is called by the glut main loop, in a loop, what happens? We can see an animation. So this changes x and y coordinates. So I can see a flag that is being, waving like this, in this way, because of the change in the value. So that gives an animation effect. Now clear the color buffer bit, whatever it might be. Then why am I using this is I'm considering a a red point, or else I can even take out this line. I'm taking a point which is of size 5, and I'll just push whatever the matrix operations, all the operations that happens here is with respect to matrix. I'm pushing this to I'm just pushing it so that it retains the previous definitions of the object. Next, I just want to draw a line, but it should be visible. So I'm setting the width of the line using GL line width, that is of size 5, and I'm giving an orange color for that particular line. So I'm setting a color GL color 3F. This is a code to set the orange color. And now I want the points. So how will I do that? So with respect to 8 iterations, let's assume I have drawn the line here on top. Now till it gets dragged down, I should keep translating in each and every loop, and I should draw the same curve points. How will I do that? So I'll be iterating with respect to 8 times, and I keep translating by minus 0.8, that is with respect to down direction of the y, in this way. Fine. Next, I'm calling the Bezier curve points. We'll go for this function later. So this is with respect to orange. So what happens, this orange color point gets drawn vertically. So I'll get the width of this. Again, I'm setting the white color, that is next color of the flag, and with respect to 8 times, I'm performing a translate operation with respect to y towards downwards. X is 0, y is minus 0.8, and z is 0. So since y is minus 0.8, I'll be moving towards downwards direction with respect to y axis, and I'm drawing the curve points. Again, with respect to green color, I'm performing 8 iteration, and towards y direction downwards, since y value is minus 0.8, I'm drawing a Bezier curve points. Okay, this is fine. Once this is done, I'll just pop the matrix, all the values, whatever might be I'll just get back those matrix values. Then I'm taking some color. This is of actually brownish color. So I'm taking a brown color that is of width 5, and I'm drawing a lines with respect to GL begin and GL end. Which line I'm drawing? 20, 100 and 20, 40 means this stick, brown stick, I'm drawing 20, 100, that is from here to the same x direction, y 20, 40 till here. Fine. So once that is done, this GL flush is used for fast rendering of the output. Glut post redisplay. See, whichever the objects that changes after the calculation, that should be displayed. Henceforth, I will be calling only glut post redisplay in the animation. This is very important. If you comment this, you won't get the animation effect. Next, since we use 2 buffers, wherein which one buffer helps in rendering the output to the screen, and one more buffer performs the background operation calculation, we need to swap the buffers. So the second buffer, whatever the content it has that is been calculated, it renders to the screen. Now let's go to the Bezier function now. So void Bezier calls 2 more function, that is compute Bezier point and the binomial coefficients. So we'll begin with the void Bezier itself. So what are the points that we have passed to the Bezier function while calling the arguments? So the parameters that have been passed as control points. What is the value of this? This contains those 4 control points, that is this. Next, n control points. So the value of this is 4, and n Bezier curve points. So what is the value of this? This is 20. So once this is passed, so since this is a structure of type W word coordinates 0.3D, with respect to that, yes, it's been referring. Now I'll take one and dummy an empty Bezier curve point variable. So in order to do the calculation, this will be taken, and I'm taking a variable u, c and k. Now C is nothing but an array of type GLN, and size is of 4. So n control points value is 4. Next, with respect to that, I am calling a binom, means to calculate the binomial coefficients. So what I am passing here, and dummy array which is of size 4, and value of C is nothing but what? Yes, that is a pointer that will be pointing to this. And n control points minus 1 is, what is the value of n control points that is being passed here? That is the value 4. So 4 minus 1 means 3. So I am passing the degree here. That's what we want. Can you see here? So n is nothing but a degree. So if you closely look at this function, we are calculating this c of n comma k, n factorial divided by k factorial into n minus k factorial. So let me take k and j are the two variables where k equals to 0, k less than or equal to n, k plus plus. So let's assume that is of 1 comma 3. If n value is 1 and k value is 3, I'll initially what I'll do, 1 factorial. Whatever might be the n value, I'll just give 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial. So initially c of k will be 1. C of k, that is c of 0 will be 1. C of 2 will be 1. C of whatever it might be, c of k will be 1. Then n starts with an iteration j, that is from n. So value of n could be here 3. Yes, it is 3 only, because 4 control points, what will I get? The value of n, that is nothing but 3. So I am starting the iteration j is equal to 3, and I keep decrementing the j till where I reach the value. What is the value of k here? It is start from 0, that is till 1. So I keep multiplying this. What it does, this is the job that is performed by n factorial. So I am doing an n factorial operation here. Next, for n minus k factorial, what will I do? Divided. So I'll run the loop again, when in which I'll be starting with n minus k, and I keep decrementing till I reach the value 2. If I reach the value 1, so that becomes 0. So c of k is nothing but c of k divided by j. So this gives the yield of n factorial divided by k factorial into n minus k factorial. Now we are done with the binomial coefficient calculation. Can you just look at here the blending Bezier blending function? So that is c of n minus k into u power k into 1 minus u power n minus k. So we are done with this calculation, c of n minus k now. So we are left with u power k 1 minus u power n minus k. When I speak with respect to u power k, that is u with respect to x and y, means ux power k, uy power k. Individually we have to calculate. That we'll see now. So what happens here, you will get the binomial coefficients, and with respect to line strip, what we are doing, we need 20 points, right? So we'll start from 0, we'll run the loop with respect to 20 times. So u will be initially 0 by 20, 1 by 20, 2, that's how it happens in the loop, 1 by 20, 2 by 20, 3 by 20. So it keeps looping in that way. Next, I am computing the Bezier point. So what I am passing here, whatever the u value that is being calculated here, that is the one, and we have taken one empty structure variable that is being passed. I am passing the address, so it has to be collected as a reference there. Next, n control points, what it is, 4, and this contains those 4 control points, 20, 100, 30, 110, those values, and the c that is being pointed to this new array. I'll be passing this. So what happens here, with respect to whatever the control points, the degree will be -1. So n value will be n control points minus 1. Next, so I'm taking one more variable, blend function. We'll see how that can be used later. So with respect to, we have passed here one empty structure, right? So that is being referred by this reference brazier point. So this initially that all its xyz will be initialized to 0. Since this is with respect to 4 control points, I have to run till 3. So I'll be starting with k equal to 0, k less than 4, that is it runs till 3. So what it is doing, I'm taking here, so can you see this function c of n comma k, that is c of k, u power k means power of u comma k, then power of 1 minus u n minus k. So I'm basically doing this equation here. Fine. Next, individually I have to calculate this. How will I do? Bezier point x will be, so I have to take the control points accordingly with respect to x. See, x comma k is nothing but the control point with respect to x. Y comma k is nothing but the control point with respect to y. And z comma k is the control point with respect to z. So I'll be taking accordingly and I'll be adding the blending function. Fine. So the blending function is the one that has been calculated in this equation that is present here. So once this is done, I'll get the points. What will I do here? So with respect to GL vertex 2F, I'll be passing those x and y, that is 1 point. So how many times? 20 points. 20 times I'll get the 20 points. Fine. So once this is drawn, I have to delete that. Means whenever I use a new operator, can you see here? New operator that dynamically allocates the memory, I have to deallocate once the job is done. So this is with respect to the brazier. So brazier in turn calls the function to calculate the binomial coefficients, that then later it calls the function to calculate the blending functions, and in the functions that increments the x and y value of the control points. So this is with respect to lab program. Thanks for watching the video.